Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Megan. We are back in the library today because school is starting this week, which is why I haven't made a video in a while because I've been busy with school starting and the baby's been sick with a stomach bug. I've been sick with the stomach bug. My husband got the stomach bug, my mother-in-law, now my father-in-law. Anyway, we all had the stomach bug and now we have allergies and it's a whole thing. So we're back though with a video today. And today I want to show you some books that I am actually very intimidated by. I'm usually not intimidated by books, especially based on the size. I love long books. Some of my favorite books like The Witching Hour by Anne Rice is over 1,000 pages. So it's not the size that scares me. There's various other factors that scares me about these books. So let's get into it. Okay, the first book that intimidates me, this is really strange, but it's this book called In the Courts of the Sun by Brian D'Amato. I don't hear anybody talk about it, so I think that's why it intimidates me. I don't know anything about it except that it's based on kind of that whole idea of the 2012, like the Mayan calendar, the world's gonna end thing, and something about a game though, like this kid has to play this game, the sacrifice game or something. I don't know. He travels from 2012 to 664, from the fall of the temples of Disney World to the peaks of the tallest towers of the ancient world. So it's like modern, but also kind of ancient stuff as well. Sends him through a desktop wormhole to the mind of a Mayan king. I don't know, it's very strange. I've always been intrigued by it, but it's been sitting on my piano for a long time as the thing that kind of brings my light up higher. So it's like just sitting under my light pretty much for like years now. So it is really big. That doesn't scare me, except just that, do I want to waste this, not waste, but do I want to spend time, possibly waste time, reading a book that may not be any good because I've never heard anyone ever talk about it. So let me know if you've ever heard of this book and if it's any good. Okay, the next book that intimidates me is Where the Crawdads Sing by Delia Owens. I think it's because I'm afraid I won't like it, kind of like the other one. But I want to like it, and something about it reminds me of the atmosphere anyway of To Kill a Mockingbird. So maybe it's because it's like about a younger girl and it's like set in the South, and I know there's a mystery, and I think it's a coming of age story, possible murder mystery. I know it's a lot about nature and how beautiful nature is. And I started it and I was intrigued, but not as intrigued as I'd hoped to be, because I know some people, this is like their favorite book or one of their favorite books. So I just want to like it as much as everybody else, but I'm scared that I won't. So I'm scared to even start it. The next book I'm intimidated by needs no explanation as to why I'm intimidated. The Malazan Book of the Fallen series by Stephen Erickson. This is the first one, Gardens of the Moon. The reason why I'm intimidated by this is not because it's a fantasy, not because it's like epic scope or anything like that. It's because I'm afraid I'm gonna have to read it twice. So I know a lot of people say that the first time you read these books, you don't catch everything and you're not really like supposed to or something, because they're so in-depth and the world building is like apparently more epic than even Game of Thrones. But this book has thousands of years of history, so that's not the intimidating part. It's honestly more the fact that you might have to read it multiple times to catch everything. And do I have time to read? I believe this is a 10-book series. Do I have time to read 10 books multiple times? I don't know. But I mean, I'm definitely gonna read it because I think that this sounds amazing. It sounds like Game of Thrones, but maybe with dinosaurs or something. Okay, another book that intimidates me is Illuminate. I don't know why, I just can't ever seem to pick it up. But Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, who apparently I like some of his books, but not others. I tried their Aurora cycle, like Aurora Rising and all that both these authors wrote together, and I did not like it. So I did read something else once by Jay Kristoff, and I can't remember. It was about thunder and storms, and I can't remember the title of it now. It was sort of like Chinese culture based, but anyway, it was really good. So I think I'm intimidated by, obviously it's the mixed media format. Most people know about this book. I think I'm afraid that won't jive with me, I guess, or that like it'll take me longer to read than I think it will, if that makes any sense. Like most people say this is fast to read because of the way it's told, but I don't know that my brain is like ready to comprehend it that quickly when it's told this way. I don't know. And I think maybe I'm afraid it's just a gimmick or something, using it that, like having the mixed media format, and it's not gonna be like the best story. I've also heard that books 2 and 3 are not very good because they're like too similar to book 1. They're basically the same plot. So I might just read book 1 and we'll see how it goes from there. The next book I'm intimidated by is Dune. This is my very old copy by Frank Herbert. I know it's like a series, but I think the reason I'm intimidated by this book is because I don't know anything about it. Like I know I should read it and that it's a classic, but I mean, I guess I could solve that problem by just, but there's not even a summary on the back. Like, where am I supposed to find a little, I just need a little blurb, I guess. So I guess I'm gonna have to look into it a little bit more. Oh, apparently I got this book for $1.99. Nice. But I know there's like other Dune books, and I know people love them, and I tried it once before and couldn't get into it. Actually, I think I tried it twice. So I'm afraid because I don't know that I'm gonna like it. I don't mind sci-fi, I like sci-fi, but I don't know really what it's about. So I guess I'm gonna have to just learn a little bit more what it's about so that I'm not as intimidated by it. Finally, the last books that I'm intimidated by, I'm putting them together, are basically, it's like every series by Rob and Hobb. I am very intimidated because I don't think I'm going to like them. And I guess that's why I don't want to start it. So I don't know if intimidated is the right word so much as more just like, I just don't think I'm gonna like them, because I started Assassin's Apprentice years ago and did not like it. I don't know if I should try it again or just give up on this whole, the Farseer trilogy and just move straight on to the live ship traders, because I know that they're in the same world, but I know that, this trilogy is not the same characters as this trilogy. So you can read one without having read the other. So maybe I'll do Ship of Magic because people say it's so good and everybody talks about her characters being so good, but I guess I just didn't care about the characters in this one. But I've not gotten to that character, the Fool, that I guess everybody likes. So who I know, is like a main character later, like in, the whole rest of the series, because there are other trilogies that are in the same universe. But I'm so afraid that it's not going to live up to all the hype because that's all I hear about. I don't think I've heard one person say they DNF'd it ever. They're like, oh my gosh, I read it and it's like so good and it's so heart-wrenching and like it made me cry. And I'm like, cry? Like what happens in these books? So I don't know, we'll find out. I did just buy this one at Half Price Books the other day. What did I get this for? $5.99. So and it was this weird old hardback version, but it's like tiny. It's like a short little hardback. But I guess that's my next thing, is to figure out, do I try this again? And if I hate it, just give up, but don't give up on this one because everybody seems to really like the Live Ship Traders series. So we'll see if I get around to hopefully being brave enough to try Rob and Hobb again. So those are some books that I'm intimidated by. Let me know books that you are intimidated by, and also if you've read any of these and if I should go ahead and just face my fears and read them. So thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully I will be back with weekly videos even though school is starting, but I usually honestly have more time even when school's going on to film videos than I do at home with the baby. So alrighty, I will see you guys later. Bye.